Hello, and welcome to the Moonshot Players production of Shrek 2, a table read. We ask that you silence your cell phones. We ask that flash photography, go fucking nuts. If you want to take a photo of your screen, fuck it. Who cares? We are raising funds for Advocates for Trans Equality. You can find that donation link in the chat. You can find that donation link on our Tiltify page. Please donate. Please enjoy. And now, silence your phones and enjoy Shrek 2. The DreamWorks animation logo plays out. A light shines down on a same storybook from the first movie. It opens, and a British accented voice, that of Prince Charming, turns the pages and reads it.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, the king and queen were blessed with a beautiful baby girl, and throughout the land, everyone was happy. Until the sun went down, and they saw that their daughter was cursed with a frightful enchantment that took hold each and every night. Desperate, they sought the help of a fairy godmother, who had them lock the young princess away in a tower, there to await the kiss of a handsome Prince Charming.
The book transitions to Prince Charming, now wearing a knight's armor and red cape, riding on horseback. He rides through a forest, snowy mountains, and barren desert.
It was he who would chance the perilous journey through the blistering cold and scorching desert, traveling for many days and nights, risking life and limb to reach the Dragon's Keep.
Exterior, Dragon's Keep. Prince Charming arrives at the Dragon's Keep, an ominous castle surrounded by a moat of lava, but sees that the wooden bridge leading across the lava was destroyed by the dragon from the first movie. Charming uses his bow to shoot a rope-sized arrow on a wooden post to the other side and uses it as a zip line. He looks up at a tower that rises above the rest of the castle, a light shining from its window. He enters the Dragon's Keep. Interior, Dragon's Keep.
For he was the bravest.
Prince Charming takes off his helmet, revealing himself to be the narrator's voice. He continues to speak aloud.
And most handsome.
Takes off his hairnet, dramatically swishes his hair.
In all the land, and it was destiny that his kiss
Sprays air freshener in his mouth.
would break the dreaded curse.
Charming continues through the abandoned castle, reaches the princess's tower, interior, the princess's tower, enters the princess's room, makes his way to her bed, where a figure lays down obscured by the bed's curtain.
He alone would climb to the highest room of the tallest tower to enter the princess's chambers, cross the room to her sleeping silhouette, pull back the gossamer curtains to find her.
Prince Charming pulls the curtain and gasps. The figure is no princess, it's the big bad wolf, and he's annoyed by the interruption.
White.
Princess Fiona?
No.
Oh, thank heavens. Where is she?
She's on her honeymoon.
A honeymoon? With whom?
We see various scenes from Shrek and Fiona's honeymoon. They enter a giant gingerbread house. They spend the night there. In the morning, Little Red Riding Hood knocks on the door, fleeing in terror after Shrek and Fiona answer the door. They take the basket she left. They have a picnic on the beach. A wave crashes over Shrek and Fiona as they make out in the sand, and the Little Mermaid takes Fiona's place. Fiona drags the mermaid by the tail, throws her into the sea and into a group of sharks. Later, Shrek has some dwarves for Fiona's wedding ring. They run happily through a meadow where an angry mob emerges, chasing after them. Shrek gets caught in a trap. Villagers surround Fiona, who fends them off. They take turns farting in a mud bath, using fairies trapped in jars for light. They kiss in the moonlight and transition back to their arrival at Shrek's swamp.
So good to be home.
Shrek scoops Fiona about in his arms and walks through the door of his home.
Just you and me and...
Singing can be heard from inside. They open the door and find Donkey lying in Shrek's chair.
Who can be just as bad as one?
Donkey.
Shrek sets Fiona down.
Shrek, Fiona, why are you two a sight for sore eyes? Give us a hug, Shrek, you old love machine. And look at you, Mrs. Shrek. How about a side of sugar for the steed?
Donkey, what are you doing here?
Oh, I was just taking care of your love nest for you.
Oh, you mean like sorting the mail and watering the plants?
Shrek gestures to two piles of mail stacked on a stool and potted plants that have long since withered away.
Yeah, I was feeding the fish.
I don't have any fish.
You do now. I call that one Shrek, and I call the other Fiona.
Donkey walks over to a fishbowl. The water is rancid, and the two fish clearly dead.
That Shrek is a rascal devil.
Oh, what do you look at the time? Well, I guess you'd better be going.
Shrek opens the front door and beckons Donkey to head out.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't you want to tell me all about your trip? Or how about a game of Parcheesi?
Donkey runs back over to the fireplace, and Shrek groans in frustration.
Actually, Donkey, shouldn't you be getting home to Dragon?
Oh, yeah, about that. I don't know. She's been all moody and stuff lately, so I thought I'd move back in with you guys.
Well, you know we're always happy to see you, Donkey.
Fiona kneels down to pat Donkey on the head, and Shrek puts his hand on her shoulders.
But Fiona and I are married now. We need a little time, to be together.
Donkey smiles and stares at Shrek, not taking the hint.
Just with each other.
Donkey continues to stare, continuing to not take the hint.
Alone.
Say no more, say no more. You don't have to worry about a thing. I will always be here to make sure nobody bothers you.
Donkey!
Yes, Rumi?
You're bothering me.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. I guess, me and Pinocchio was gonna catch a tournament anyway, so, maybe I'll see y'all Sunday for a barbecue or something.
Donkey solemnly walks out the door and shuts it behind him.
Really fine. No. Where were we?
Fiona puts her hands on his arm.
Oh. I think I remember.
The two giggle, and Shrek takes her in his arms. He leans her over for a kiss, but they are interrupted by Donkey, who is suddenly standing next to them again.
Donkey?
In his surprise, Shrek accidentally drops Fiona and then leans down to pick her up.
I know, alone. I'm going. Hey, but what do you want me to tell all these other guys?
Donkey opens up the door, and Shrek and Fiona look up, puzzled. Outside, Shrek and Fiona step outside, and a group of uniformed men stand there playing a fanfare with their trumpets and drums. A page steps out with a scroll in his hand. After the fanfare is over, one of the trumpeters begins to play the Hawaii Five-O theme song. The page smacks him on the head with his scroll.
Enough. Reggie? Dearest Princess Fiona, you are hereby summoned to the kingdom of Far, far away for a royal ball in celebration of your marriage.
Upon hearing this, Shrek looks uneasy, and Fiona smiling.
At which time the king will bestow his royal blessing upon you and your...
He looks up from the scroll, stares at Shrek.
Prince Charming. Love, the king and queen of Far, Far Away, a.k.a. Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad?
Prince Charming.
Royal ball? Can I come?
We're not going.
What?
I mean, don't you think they might be a bit shocked to see you like this?
They might be a bit surprised, but they're my parents, Shrek. They love me. And don't worry, they're gonna love you too.
Alright. So, I don't think I'll be welcome at the country club.
Will you stop it? They're not like that.
How do you explain Sergeant Pompous and the Fancy Pants Club Band?
The page gives a huff and walks off with the rest of the men.
Oh, come on. You could at least give them a chance.
To do what? Sharpen their pitchforks?
No, they just want to give you their blessing.
Oh, great. Now I need their blessing.
Well, if you want to be part of the family, yeah.
And who says I want to be part of this family?
You did when you married me?
Well, there's some fine print for ya.
So that's it. You won't come?
Trust me, it's a bad idea. We're not going, and that's final.
Cut to Fiona throwing the last of their luggage into the back of the carriage.
Hey, come on, Shrek. We don't want to hit traffic.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it.
Shrek reluctantly leaves the house. Gingy, Pinocchio, the three little pigs, the big bad wolf, and the three blind mice run inside. One of the little mice is running to catch up.
Hey, wait for me! Oof!
The door shuts, and the mouse runs into it. Shrek groans as he hears the sounds of glass breaking and music playing. Shrek, Fiona, Donkey get into the carriage and set out for far, far away.
Hit it. Move 'em on, head it up, head 'em up, move 'em on, head 'em up, move 'em down, rawhide. Move 'em on, head 'em up, move 'em down, move 'em on, head 'em up, rawhide, head 'em on, move 'em on.
Exterior, countryside.
Head 'em up, move 'em on, rawhide. Knock 'em down, knock 'em out, pound 'em dead, make 'em tea, buy 'em drinks, meet the mamas, milk 'em hard. Rawhide, yeehaw!
Later, they reach a sign that reads 700 miles to far away.
Are we there yet?
No.
We see the mountains that they are riding through on a rainy night over rocky terrain.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
We see a snowy mountain and a sign that reads 200 miles to away.
Okay, are we there yet?
No.
More time passes, now they're riding through the slick snow.
Are we there yet?
No!
The carriage rides out of the snowy area.
Are we there yet?
Yes.
Really?
No!
They pass by a waterfall, they pass over a bridge.
Are we there yet?
No!
They pass a sign that reads 100 miles to far, far away.
Are we there yet?
No, we are not.
Later, their dwarf driver is now covering his ears as he holds the reins.
Are we there yet?
No!
No!
Shrek begins angrily mimicking Donkey.
Are we there
Are you
yet?
there yet? Hey, that's not funny.
Hey, that's really
Hey,
mature.
Really mature. See, this is why nobody likes ogres.
Alright,
you're
your
lost.
loss.
I'm just gonna stop talking.
Finally.
But this is taking forever, Shrek. Ain't there no in-flight movie or nothing?
The kingdom of far, far away, donkey. That's where we're going. Far, far away.
All right, I get it. I'm just so darn bored.
Well, find a way to entertain yourself.
Donkey sighs. After a pause, he sighs again, even more heavily. Then he makes a popping sound with his mouth, then pops again and again.
Oh, for 5 minutes. Could you not be yourself? For 5 minutes.
Fiona leans against the window and looks out. She looks back to see Donkey's mouth lean forward. She braces herself, and Donkey makes the popping sound again.
Ah! Are we there yet?
Yes!
Oh, finally.
Off in the distance, they see the kingdom of far, far away.
Wow, it's gonna be champagne wishes and caviar dreams from now on.
The streets are paved, and there are buildings everywhere. People fill the sidewalks. Carriages fill the road.
Hey, good looking. We'll be back to pick you up later. Oh, pantyhose.
Fiona looks out with excitement. Shrek remains cautious.
We're definitely not in the swamp anymore.
A crossing guard dressed in full armor brings them to a halt, and a limousine-esque carriage passes by.
Halt!
A man walks up to the horses, cleans them off, and the carriage driver tosses him a coin. Two women take note of their carriage and start following it, and soon others take notice and join in. Fiona turns to Shrek, who is clearly not enjoying this. She gives him a reassuring smile and tries to return one back.
Hey, ladies. Nice day for a parade, huh? Yeah, you working that hat.
A loud crowd has now amassed behind them. They head up the avenue and towards the palace further up the road.
Swimming pools, movie stars.
Exterior, far, far away place. A cheering crowd is gathered in front of the palace, filling up the entirety of the square. Confetti rains down, fanfare plays, and the king and queen stand waiting in front of the palace doors. The carriage pulls up, stops in front of the red carpet leading to the palace, and an announcer pulls out a scroll and reads it aloud.
Announcing the long-awaited return of the beautiful Princess Fiona and her new husband.
The crowd goes wild.
Well, this is it.
This is it.
This is it. And then
Man
I'm
with a-
also man with doves.
A man with a box of doves gets ready to open it, and then
This is it.
the birds are released and fanfare is played as Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey step out of the carriage. The crowd gasps and the fanfare dies off. One of the doves smacks into a wall, falls to the ground. The king and queen stand with mouths wide open. It is totally silent until a baby starts crying.
Why don't you guys go ahead? I'll park the car.
Donkey jumps into the carriage and the driver starts riding off. Shrek takes Fiona's hand, starts walking forward.
Oh, you still think this is a good idea?
Of course, look, Mom and Dad look happy to see us.
The king and queen start walking forward, talking amongst themselves.
Who on earth are they?
I think that's our little girl.
That's not little. That's a really big problem. Wasn't she supposed to kiss Prince Charming and break the spell?
Well, he's no Prince Charming, but they do look...
Happy now? We came? Saw him?
Shrek nervously chuckles as they pass by a few men carrying pitchforks.
No, let's go for the torches.
They're my parents.
Hello. They locked you in a tower.
Hey, that was for my own...
Good. Now here's our chance. Let's go back inside and pretend we're not home.
King Harold tries to start walking back. Queen Lillian urges him forward.
Harold, we have to be...
Look, while they're not looking, we can make a run for it.
Shrek, stop it. Everything's gonna be...
Disaster! There is no way!
You can do this.
I really...
Really?
Really?
Don't.
Be...
Here.
The four stand facing each other. There's a beat of silence. Fiona goes up to hug King Harold and Queen Lillian.
Mom, Dad, I'd like you to meet my husband, Shrek.
Shrek stands nervously. Queen Lillian tries to appear happy to meet him, while King Harold doesn't even try to hide his disgust.
Well, it's easy to see where Fiona gets her good looks from.
Shrek chuckles nervously. King Harold glares. Queen Lillian is apprehensive. Fiona cringes. We cut to a faraway place, dining room. Shrek is at the dinner table. To his side sits Fiona and Queen Lillian. Across from him sits King Harold, glaring. Shrek, unsure of how to eat the food on his plate properly, plops it in his mouth and grins with the food still stuck in his teeth. Queen Lillian cringes. Fiona tries to sip her drink courteously, but lets out a loud belch and covers her mouth.
Excuse me.
Shrek and Fiona laugh.
Better happening, I always say, Fiona. That's good.
They stop laughing after neither King Harold nor Queen Lillian join in.
I guess not.
We hear Donkey's voice in another room.
What do you mean I'm not on the list? Don't tell me you don't know who I am.
Donkey comes bursting into the room from the kitchen.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Thanks for waiting. You know I had the hardest time finding this place.
Donkey pulls up a seat next to King Harold.
No, bad donkey, back down.
No, Dad, it's all right. He's with us. He helped rescue me from the dragon.
Yep, that's me, the noble steed. Hey, waiter, how about a bowl for the steed?
Oh boy.
Shrek slurps loudly from his bowl.
Shrek?
Yeah? Oh, sorry. Great soup, Mrs. Q.
No, darling.
Fiona demonstrates that the bowl that he just ate from is for washing his hands.
Oh.
He washes his hands and the rest of the table does the same.
So, Fiona, tell us about where you live.
Well, Shrek owns his own land, don't you, honey?
Oh, yes, it's an enchanted forest abundant in squirrels and cute little duckies and...
What? I know you ain't talking about the swamp.
Donkey.
An ogre from a swamp. Oh, how original.
Donkey dunks his mouth into his bowl and starts drinking.
Well, I suppose that would be a fine place to raise the children.
Hearing this, King Harold starts choking on his drink and Shrek accidentally swallows his spoon. They both choke, coughing and sputtering until Shrek spits his spoon out onto the table.
It's a bit early to be thinking about that, isn't it?
Indeed. I just started eating.
Harold.
What's that supposed to mean?
Dad, it's great, okay?
Well, for his type, yes.
My type.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
The chef and a host of servers enter the room with dinner, including a whole turkey, a lobster, a pig.
Never mind, I can hold it.
The servers set the food on the table.
Bon
Ooh, Mexican food, my favorite.
Oh, well, let's not just sit here with our tummies rumbling. Everybody, dig in.
Don't mind if I do, Lillian.
So, I suppose any grandchildren I could expect from you would be...
Ogres. Yes.
King Harold pulls the lobster towards himself. Shrek does the same with the turkey.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, right, Harold?
Oh, no, of course not. That is assuming you don't eat your own young.
King Harold violently stabs the lobster with a knife.
Dad!
Oh, no, we usually prefer the ones who've been locked away in a tower.
Shrek rips both drumsticks off the table and bites into them.
Shrek, please.
I only did that because I love her.
King Harold pierces a piece of the lobster, shoves it into the boiler.
Oh, hi, daycare or dragon guarded castle?
Shrek rips the wishbone from the turkey.
You wouldn't understand. You're not her father.
Fiona sighs. Shrek and King Harold continue to rip apart their food, sending bits and pieces flying across the table.
It's so nice to have the family together for dinner.
Shrek and King Harold tug of war over the pig in the middle of the table, accidentally sending it flying upwards.
Harold!
Shrek!
Fiona!
Mom!
Harold?
Donkey!
The pig lands on the table with a thud. Fiona looks at Shrek and King Harold and then runs out of the room, and we cut to an interior, far, far away place, Fiona's bedroom. She enters the room where she stayed as a child. She looks affectionately at the doll of a princess and then moves on. She goes out to her balcony and cries a single tear when suddenly she notices bubbles floating all around her. A woman in the distance floats inside of a bubble and begins to sing.
Your fallen tears have called to me, so here comes my sweet remedy. I know what every princess needs for her to live life happily.
The woman floats up to her, pops the bubble, and she notices Fiona, and they both gasp.
Oh, my dear. Oh, look at you. You're all, grown up.
Who are you?
Oh, sweet pea, I'm your fairy godmother.
I have a fairy godmother.
Shh. Now, don't worry. I'm here to make it all better. With just
Fairy godmother flies into the room.
wave of my magic wand. Your troubles will soon be gone. With a flick of the wrist and just a flash, you'll land a prince with a ton of cash. A high-priced dress made by mice no less. Some crystal glass pumps and no more stress. Your worries will vanish, your soul will cleanse. Confide in your very own furniture friends will help you set a new fashion trend.
Suddenly, they're in a spacious room. A chair swoops up Fiona and carries her over to a mirror.
I'll make you fancy, I'll make you great. The kind of gal a prince would date. They'll write your name on the bathroom wall.
For a happy ever after, give Fiona a call.
A sporty carriage to ride in style. A sexy man-boy chauffeur Kyle. Banish your blemishes to decay. Cellulite thighs will fade away. Oh, with the hay, have a Bichon Brisée.
A small puppy lands in Fiona's hands, and various makeup appliances begin to pester Fiona.
Nip and tuck here and there to land that prince with the perfect hair. Lipstick, liner, shadows, blush. Get the prince with a sexy tush. Lucky day, hunk buffet. You and your prince take a roll in the hay. You can spoon on the moon with the prince to this tune.
Stop, please.
Don't be drab, you'll be fab. Your prince will have a rock hard abs. Cheese souffle, Valentine's Day, have some chicken fricassee. Nip and tuck here and there to land the prince with the perfect hair.
Stop.
The music stops, and Fiona's fancy dress turns to dust.
Look, thank you very much, Fairy Godmother, but I really don't need all this.
Fairy Godmother and the furniture collectively gasp. The furniture begins to shuffle away, grumbling, and Shrek starts knocking at the door, and a shelf moves over to block it.
Fiona?
Shrek forces his way in to see Fairy Godmother floating next to Fiona, the furniture back to its original positions. Fairy Godmother looks surprised as you, Shrek, and Donkey comes running in.
Oh, you got a puppy? All I got in my room was shampoo.
Oh, Fairy Godmother Furniture, I'd like you to meet my husband, Shrek.
Your husband? What? What did you say? When did this happen?
Shrek is the one who rescued me.
But that can't be right.
Oh, great, more relatives.
She's just trying to help.
Good. She can help us pack. Get your coat, dear. We're leaving.
Shrek opens up his suitcase.
What?
Leaving? I don't want to leave.
When did you decide this?
Shortly after arriving.
Look, I'm sorry.
No. That's all right. I need to go anyway, but remember, dear, if you should ever need me, happiness is just a teardrop away.
Fairy Godmother holds out a business card to Fiona, but Shrek snatches it out of her hand.
Thanks, but we've got all the happiness we need. Happy, happy, happy.
So I see. Let's go, Kyle.
Fairy Godmother steps out of the balcony and flies away in the pink carriage driven by Kyle.
Very nice, Shrek.
Oh, I told you coming here was a bad idea.
Could have at least tried to get along with my father.
You know, somehow I don't think I was gonna get Daddy's blessing, even if I did want it.
Well, do you think it might be nice if somebody asked me what I wanted?
Sure. Do you want me to pack for you?
You're unbelievable. You're behaving like a...
Go on, say it.
like an ogre.
Well, here's a newsflash for you. Whether your parents like it or not, I am an ogre. And guess what, princess? That's not about to change.
I made changes for you, Shrek. Think about that.
Fiona steps out and lets the door slam behind her.
That's real smooth, Shrek. I'm an ogre. Ah!
Shrek goes to open the door, hears Fiona crying. He sighs and leans his back to the door. Interior, far away place, master bedroom. Up one floor from Fiona's room, King Harold stands at a balcony. He has been listening the whole time.
I knew this would happen.
Queen Lillian speaks from inside the room.
You should. You started it.
King Harold walks back inside the bedroom, and Queen Lillian is sitting in bed with a book in hand.
I can hardly believe it, Lillian. I mean, really, he's the ogre, not me.
I think, Harold, you're taking this a little too personally. This is Fiona's choice.
Yes, but she was supposed to choose the prince we picked out for her. I mean, you expect me to give my blessings to this thing?
Fiona does, and she'll never forgive you if you don't. I don't want to lose our daughter again, Harold.
King Harold sighs.
You act as if love is totally predictable. Don't you remember when we were young? And oh, we used to walk down by the lily pond, and they were in bloom.
Our first kiss. It's not the same. I don't think you realize that our daughter has married a monster.
Oh, stop being such a drama king.
Fine. Pretend there's nothing wrong. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Isn't it all wonderful? I'd like to know how it could get any worse.
From behind him, Fairy Godmother's carriage floats up to the balcony, and Fairy Godmother opens the door.
Hello, Harold.
What happened?
Nothing, dear. Just the old crusade wound playing up a bit. I'll just stretch it out here for a while.
He walks out to the balcony and shuts the doors behind him.
You better get in. We need to talk.
Sleep, Fairy Godmother. Off to bed. I've already taken my pills and they tend to make me a bit drowsy. How about...
A large man steps up behind King Harold.
We make this a quick visit. What?
Interior, Godmother's carriage. The man shoves him inside the carriage and enters after him. King Harold sits between the man and another similar-looking man on his other side. The carriage flies off.
So, what's new?
Fairy Godmother sits across from King Harold. Next to her sits Prince Charming.
You remember my son, Prince Charming?
Charming! Oh, is that you? My gosh! It's been years. When
about 5 minutes ago, actually. After I endured blistering winds, scorching desert, and climbed to the highest room of the tallest tower.
Prince Charming is now fully standing from his seat and gets shushed by Fairy Godmother.
Mummy can handle this. He endures blistering winds and scorching desert. He climbs to the highest bloody room at the tallest bloody tower.
But,
And what does he find? Some wolf telling him that his princess
I could just.
is already married.
I mean, it wasn't my fault. He didn't get there in time.
Stop the car.
The carriage comes to a screeching halt.
Harold,
The men crack their knuckles.
you force me to do something I really don't want to do.
Fairy Godmother rolls down the window.
Where are we?
The carriage is actually stopped at a drive-thru.
Well, hi there. Welcome to Friar's Fat Boy. May I take your order?
My diet is ruined. I hope you're happy. Okay, 2 Renaissance wraps, no mayo, chili ring.
I'll have the medieval meal.
Yeah, 1 medieval meal. And Harold, curly fries?
No, thank you.
Sourdough soft taco, then? What do you want?
No, really, I'm fine.
Your order, Fairy Godmother.
Clerk hands her their order in a bag and then a large battle axe.
And this comes with the medieval meal.
There you are, dear.
Fairy Godmother hands Prince Charming the axe and the carriage takes off again.
You see, we made a deal, Harold. And I assume you don't want me to go back on my part.
Indeed not.
So, Fiona and Charming will be together.
Yes.
Oh, believe me, Harold. It's what's best. Not only for your daughter,
Fairy Godmother bites into her burrito and starts talking with her mouth full.
but for your kingdom.
Interior, far, far away palace, master bedroom. The carriage arrives back at the balcony of the master bedroom and King Harold is pushed out.
What am I supposed to do about it?
The battle axe is tossed out of the carriage and into King Harold's hand.
Use your imagination.
Fairy Godmother shuts the door, the carriage flies off. King Harold stands unsure, still clutching the axe, staring at the moon. Exterior, the Poison Apple, night. A hooded man on horseback arrives at the Poison Apple, a ramshackle tavern. That man is King Harold in disguise. He dismounts his horse, knocks on the tavern door, and an eye peeks out.
Come on in, Your Majesty.
Cyclops opens the door, lets King Harold in, and we are inside the Poison Apple. The tavern is a seedy gathering of misfits. Pirates and witches sit at the table. 2 trees arm wrestle each other. 2 dwarves fight. Someone is playing darts with throwing axes. Captain Hook plays the piano and sings. King Harold tries to hide his identity with his cloak, walks over to the bar. Next to him, the Headless Horseman downs a drink and burps. King Harold tries to get the attention of the bartender.
Excuse me.
He looks down to see a feminine frog sipping a martini on a stool.
Hey, do I know you?
Well, you must be mistaking me for someone else. Excuse me, I'm looking for the ugly stepsister.
Bartender turns around and leans on the bar, glaring at King Harold. It is Doris, otherwise known as the ugly stepsister.
There you are. Right. You see, I need to have someone taken care of.
Yeah, who's the guy?
He's not a guy, per se. He's an ogre.
Captain Hook's music stops playing.
Hey, buddy, let me clue you in. There's only one fella that can handle a job like that, and frankly, he don't like to be disturbed.
Where could I find him?
King Harold knocks on a door and lets himself in. The room is completely dark, except for the moonlight shining through a window. A shadowy figure sits with their boots on a table.
Hello?
A flash of bright green eyes appear from the darkness.
who dares enter my room?
Sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting, but I'm told you're the one to talk to about an ogre problem?
You are told correct, but for this I charge a great deal of money.
Would this be enough?
King Harold tosses a small sack onto the table. From the shadows, a sword slices open the sack, and gold coins spill out onto the table.
You have engaged my valuable services, Your Majesty. Just tell me where I can find this ogre.
Interior, far, far away palace. Fiona's bedroom, night. Shrek and Fiona lay in bed, which is really just big enough to fit them both. Fiona's fast asleep. Shrek is awake, tossing and turning. He notices an ornate clock that features a prince and princess kissing and then rolls onto his back. Stares at a poster of Sir Justin, Timberlake, stuck to the bottom of the canopy above them. Shrek gets out of bed, looks out the window at the far, far away sign, and then goes to the fireplace to warm up, but he notices Fiona's childhood toys on the mantelpiece. One is a figure of a knight who's about to slay a fallen ogre. Shrek picks up a toy princess that resembles Fiona, and it speaks.
Oh, dear knight, I pray that you take this favor as a token of my gratitude.
Shrek puts the toy back and looks over at a small chest on a table in the corner of the room. He opens it to see a diary inside, but the chest starts to play music. He slams it shut, looks over to make sure Fiona's still sleeping, and then quickly opens the chest and snatches the diary out of it. Shrek opens the diary, and Fiona's voice reads as he hears it in his head.
Dear Diary, Sleeping Beauty is having a slumber party tomorrow, but Dad says I can't go. He never lets me out after sunset.
Shrek turns the page to the next entry.
Dad says I'm going away for a while. Must be like some finishing school or something.
He scoffs. He turns the page.
Mom says that when I'm old enough, my handsome Prince Charming will rescue me from my tower and bring me back to my family.
Turns the page.
And we'll all live happily ever after.
With his mouth open, Shrek turns to the next page.
Mrs. Fiona Charming.
Shrek frantically turns the pages, which all read aloud. Mrs. Fiona Charming. He is surprised by a knock at the door, sets the diary down. When he opens the door, King Harold is standing in the hall.
Sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, I was just reading a scary book.
I was hoping you'd let me apologize for my despicable behavior earlier.
Okay.
I don't know what came over me. Do you suppose we could pretend it never happened and start over?
Look, Your Majesty, I just...
Please, call me Dad.
Dad, we both acted like ogres. Maybe we just need some time to get to know each other.
Excellent idea. I was actually hoping you might join me for a morning hunt, a little father-son time. I know it would mean the world to Fiona.
Shrek stares back at Fiona, still asleep, and then sighs.
Shall we say 7:30 by the old oak?
Exterior, forest, day. Shrek and Donkey are walking through a thick forest. Far, far palace is far off over the hills behind them.
Face it, Donkey. We're lost.
We can't be lost. We follow the king's instructions exactly. What did he say? Head to the darkest part of the woods.
Aye.
Past the sinister trees with the scary-looking branches.
Check.
Donkey runs to a bush in the shape of a busty figure.
Yeah, and there's the bush shaped like Shirley Bassey.
We passed that bush like 3 times already.
Hey, you were the one who said you didn't want to stop and get directions.
Oh, great. My one chance to fix things up with Fiona's dad. And end up lost in the woods with you.
All right, you don't have to get huffy with me. I'm only trying to help.
I know. I'm sorry. Right?
Hey, don't worry about it.
I just really need to make things work with this guy.
Yeah, sure. Now let's go bond with Daddy.
Someone is looking at Shrek and Donkey from up in a tree. Purring sounds are heard.
Well, Donkey. No, it was kind of a tender moment back there, but The purring.
Man, what are you talking about? I ain't purring.
Oh, sure. What's next? A hug?
I ain't Shrek. Donkeys don't purr. What do you think I am? Some kind of a...
Figure jumps down onto the path in front of them. It is an orange cat wearing a hat, cape, boots, and brandishing a fencing sword.
Aha! Face me if you dare.
Hey, look. Little cat.
Look out, Shrek. He's got a piece.
It's a cat, Donkey. Come here, little kitty. Kitty, come on, little kitty. Come here. Oh, come here, little kitty.
Puss in Boots throws off his cape, sticks his sword into the ground, and leaps toward Shrek with his claws drawn. He grabs onto Shrek's leg, and Shrek screams in pain.
Hold on, Shrek. I'm coming.
Puss in Boots is climbing all over Shrek and getting into his clothes.
Oh, come on. Get it off. Oh, get it off. Oh, God. No.
Puss in Boots comes ripping out of the front of Shrek's shirt and digs his claws into his leg again.
Look out, Shrek. Hold still.
Get off.
Shrek, hold still.
Donkey tries to kick Puss in Boots with his hind legs. Puss dodges. Donkey accidentally kicks Shrek in the crotch. Shrek drops to his knees and clutches the general area.
Did I miss?
No. You got them.
Puss in Boots leaps back over them, cartwheeling in the air, lands back in his boots, and picks up his hat and sword.
Now, ye ogre, pray for mercy from Puss in Boots.
He carves the letter P into a tree trunk with his sword.
Aha!
I'll kill that cat.
Puss in Boots starts coughing and then heaving onto the floor. Shrek and Donkey stand confused until Puss finally spits out a hairball.
Hairball.
Oh, that's nasty.
Shrek picks Puss in Boots up by the scruff.
What do you reckon we should do with them?
I say we take the sword and neuter him right here. Give him the Bob Barker treatment.
Oh no, por favor, please, I implore you. It was nothing personal, senor. I was only doing it for my family. My mother, she is sick. And my father lives off of the garbage. The king offered me much in gold, and I have a little litter of brothers.
Shrek covers Puss in Boots' mouth with his finger.
Whoa. Fiona's father paid you to do this?
The rich king? Si.
Shrek drops Puss in Boots to the ground. Puss in Boots screeches.
Well, so much for Dad's royal blessing.
Oh, come on, Shrek. Don't feel bad. Almost everybody who meets you wants to kill you.
Shrek sits down on a nearby rock.
Gee, thanks. Maybe Fiona would have been better off if I were some sort of Prince Charming.
See, that's what the king said.
Donkey glares at Puss in Boots.
Oh, sorry. I thought that question was directed at me.
Shrek, Fiona knows you'd do anything for her.
Well, it's not like I wouldn't change if I could. I just wish I could make her happy. Hold the phone.
Shrek pulls out the business card he took from Fairy Godmother earlier and reads it.
Happiness, a teardrop away. Donkey, think of the saddest thing that's ever happened to you.
Oh man, where do I begin? Well, the first there was the time that old farmer tried to sell me for some magic beans. I ain't never got over that. Then this fool went off and had a party and had the guests trying to pin a tail on me. Then they all got drunk and started beating me with a stick, going pinata, pinata. What is a pinata anyway?
No, Donkey, I need you to cry.
Yeah, well, don't go project it on me. I know you're feeling bad, but you guys gotta let your own...
Puss in Boots forcefully steps on Donkey's hoof. Donkey screams in pain.
You little hairy, litter-licking sack of...
Donkey sheds a tear, and Shrek lets it fall onto the card. A bubble is conjured, and Fairy Godmother appears in it.
What is it? Is it on? Is it on? This is Fairy Godmother. I'm either away from my desk or with a client, but if you come by the office, we'll be glad to make you a personal appointment. Have a happy ever after.
The bubble bursts into sparkling dust.
Oh.
Are you up for a little quest, Donkey?
That's more like it. Shrek and Donkey on another whirlwind adventure. Ain't no stopping us now. Ooh, we're on the move.
Shrek and Donkey start walking off.
Stop, Ogre. I have misjudged you.
Join the club. We've got jackets.
On my honor, I am obligated to accompany you until I have saved your life, as you have spared me mine.
I'm sorry, the position of annoying talking animals has already been taken. Let's go, Shrek. Shrek?
Shrek looks down at Puss in Boots, who gives him a big, cute, helpless kitty face. Shrek smiles.
Shrek?
Oh, come on, Donkey. Look at him in his wee little boots. You know, how many cats can wear boots? Honestly. Oh, let's keep him.
Say what?
Puss purrs, Donkey groans. Shrek scoops Puss in Boots up into his arms and begins to walk off with Donkey.
Oh, listen, he's purring.
Oh, so now it's cute.
Oh, come on, Donkey. Lighten up.
Lighten up? Oh, I should lighten up. Look who's telling me to lighten up.
Interior, far, far away place, Fiona's bedroom. Morning. Fiona is awakened by the puppy licking her nose.
Shrek!
She looks up and the dog barks. She sits up with a concerned look on her face.
Shrek?
She gets up and walks to the balcony only to notice the diary open face down. She picks it up to a page of Fiona and a prince kissing. We cut to a far, far away palace in the morning. King Harold and Queen Lillian are with servants outside of a courtyard, looking at different carpet samples. King Harold looks distracted.
They're both festive, aren't they? What do you think, Harold?
Yes. Fine.
Queen Lillian scoffs and sends their servant away.
Try to at least pretend you're interested in your daughter's wedding ball.
I don't think it matters. We know there will even be a ball.
Fiona steps out from the palace doors.
Mom, Dad.
Oh, hello, dear.
Was that Cedric? Right, coming!
King Harold walks off before Fiona can reach them.
Mom, have you seen Shrek?
Oh, I haven't. You should ask your father. Be sure and use small words, dear. He's a little slow in the morning.
King Harold walks up to Cedric, a servant, who is carrying a bowl.
Can I help you, Your Majesty?
Yes.
King Harold sticks his finger into a bowl, gives it a little taste.
Exquisite. What do you call this dish?
That would be the dog's breakfast, Your Majesty.
Yes. Very good then. Carry on, Cedric.
Fiona catches up as Cedric walks away.
Dad, have you seen Shrek?
No. I haven't, dear.
King Harold walks off again, going up to servants and trying to appear busy.
I'm sure he just went off to look for a nice mud hole to cool down in. You know, after your little spat last night.
Oh, you heard that, huh?
King Harold continues to walk away, but Fiona keeps up.
Darling, the whole kingdom heard you. I mean, after all, it is in his nature to be, well, a bit of a brute.
Him? You know, you didn't exactly roll out the welcome wagon.
What did you expect? Look at what he's done to you.
Shrek loves me for who I am. I would think you'd be happy for me.
Darling, I'm just thinking about what's best for you. Maybe you should do the same.
King Harold leaves, and Fiona stares after him. Exterior, forest. Donkey is walking behind Shrek, who is still carrying Puss in Boots. Donkey eyes Puss in Boots suspiciously. As he whispers into Shrek's ear, Shrek glances back at Donkey.
No, really?
Shrek and Puss in Boots laugh as they walk out into a clearing.
Oh.
Exterior, Fairy Godmother's cottage. Off in the distance, they see a small cottage. Connected to it is a giant factory with colored gases rising out from its chimneys.
Oh no, that's the old Keebler's place. Let's just back away slowly.
That's the Fairy Godmother's cottage. She's the largest producer of hexes and potions in the whole kingdom.
Then why don't we pop in there for a spell? Spell.
Shrek chuckles. Puss in Boots laughs very loudly as they walk on, and Donkey follows annoyed.
He makes me laugh.
Interior, Fairy Godmother's cottage. The three enter through the front door and into a reception area. At the desk sits an elf writing into a book.
I'm here to see the...
Yeah, Fairy Godmother. Sorry, she's not in.
Fairy Godmother's voice sounds from a speaker system next to the receptionist.
Jerome, coffee and a Monte Cristo now.
Yes, Fairy Godmother, right away. Look, she's not seeing any clients today, okay?
That's okay, buddy. We're from the union.
The union?
We represent the workers in all magical industries, both evil and benign.
Oh, right.
You feeling at all degraded or oppressed?
Jerome turns the speaker to face the other way.
A little. You know, we don't even get dental.
They don't even have dental. Okay. We're just gonna have a look around. Oh, by the way, I think it'd be better if the fairy godmother didn't know we were here. Know what I'm saying? Huh? Huh? Stop it.
Of course, go right in.
The three walk through a door next to the receptionist, and we cut to the potion factory. From up above on a catwalk, the three look out. Chemicals are being poured into giant vats. Potions are put onto conveyor belts. Ingredients are tested and mixed. The workers are all elves wearing white hazmat suits. Shrek notices a set of doors at the other end of the room with a sign that reads Potion Room. They see flashing lights accompanied by booming sounds coming from a doorway to their right. The three head inside and walk down a hallway, which leads to another set of doors inside. They can hear Fairy Godmother behind it.
A drop of desire? Naughty.
Inside, a giant cauldron pours out as Fairy Godmother dumps various vials into it.
A pinch of passion and just a hint of lust.
Excuse me.
Shrek and company walk in. Fairy Godmother gasps.
Sorry to barge in like this, but
What in Grimm's name are you doing here?
well, it seems that Fiona's not exactly happy.
And there's some question as to why that is? Well, let's explore that, shall we?
Fairy Godmother hovers over to a wall of bookshelves filled with books.
Princess.
She pulls out a book titled Cinderella.
Cinderella, here we are. Lived happily ever after. Oh, no ogres.
She tosses the book to the ground and pulls out another.
Let's see. Snow White, a handsome prince. Oh, no ogres.
She pulls out another book and tosses them and continues to do this.
Sleeping Beauty. Oh, no ogres. Hansel and Gretel. No. Thumbelina. No. The Golden Bird, The Little Mermaid, Pretty Women. No, 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 no.
She flies down and gets in Shrek's face.
You see, ogres don't get to live happily ever after.
Shrek
All
points
right.
his finger at the Fairy Godmother.
Look, lady.
Don't you point those dirty green sausages at me.
They close in on each other. They glare into each other's eyes, and they are interrupted by a worker who comes through the door.
Your Monte Cristo and sorry.
That's okay. We were just leaving. Very sorry to have wasted your time, Miss Godmother.
Just go.
Come on, guys.
The three head back out the doors. We cut to a worker pushing a cart who walks by the janitor's closet. It opens. Shrek pulls the worker in the cart inside. Shrek puts the hazmat suit on, but it really only manages to cover his head. He walks through the factory floor pushing the cart.
TGIF, buddy? Working hard or hardly working, eh, Mac?
He enters the potion room we saw earlier. He opens the cart to reveal Donkey and Puss in Boots are crammed inside.
Oh, hey.
Hey man, you want to get your fine Corinthian footwear and your cat cheeks out of my face? Man, that stinks.
You don't exactly smell like a basket of roses.
Shrek looks up at the shelves built into the different walls around them, and they are all filled with potions.
Well, one of these has got to help.
Ah, I was already just concocting this very plan. Already our minds are becoming one.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now listen. If we need an expert on licking ourselves, we'll give you a call. Shrek, this is a bad idea.
Look, make yourself useful and go keep watch. Plus, do you think you could get those to those on top?
No problema, boss. In one of my 9 lives, I was the great cat burglar of Santiago de Compostela.
Shrek, are you off your nut?
Okay, keep watch.
Keep watch? Yeah, I'ma keep watch. I've watched that wicked witch come and wham a zammy a word of hurt all up your backside. I'm gonna laugh too. I'll be giggling to myself.
Donkey walks back to the door, stands on guard, while Puss in Boots climbs up the shelves and stops at a glowing green vial.
What do you say?
Toadstool softener.
Oh yeah, right. I'm sure a nice BM is the perfect solution for marital problems.
Puss in Boots continues to climb up, stopping ever so often.
Alpha Seltzer.
Uh-uh.
Hexlax.
No, try handsome.
Sorry, no handsome.
Puss in Boots stops at a row of potions kept behind a glass display case.
Hey, how about happily ever after?
Well, what's it do?
It says beauty divine.
You know, in some cultures, donkeys are revered as the wisest of all creatures, especially us talking ones.
Donkey, thoroughly not paying attention to the door, has not noticed a worker and Jerome staring at them.
Donkey!
Donkey looks back, Jerome and the worker run off, and Donkey runs back to Shrek and the door shuts.
That'll have to do. We've got company.
Puss in Boots uses his claw to cut a hole in the glass.
Can we get on with this?
Puss in Boots tries to pull out the happily ever after potion, but the hole that he made is too small for it to fit.
Hurry!
Puss in Boots tries to force the potion through, and the glass starts to crack. It shatters as the bottle is pulled out, sending Puss and Boots flying. Donkey manages to catch the falling potion with his mouth.
Nice catch, Donkey.
Puss in Boots effortlessly lands on his feet.
Finally, a good use for your mouth.
An alarm sounds, red lights flash, and in the doorway, a metal gate starts to lower down.
Mama.
Shrek grabs Donkey and Puss in Boots and dives under the gate. Puss in Boots reaches Grak for his hat just before the gate slams shut. A group of elves run in with rapid-fire crossbows and shoot at them. Shrek, still carrying Donkey and Puss in Boots, dodges the arrows, jumps onto a conveyor belt. He's dodging the arrows. He's climbing over various wooden machinery. Shrek tips over a giant cauldron filled with potion. The substance spills onto the floor. The elves run away as Shrek jumps up, grabs onto a pulley system, leads us back to the entrance. The potion splashes over a cage of 2 geese, turning them into ballerinas. 2 workers are caught in it and transformed into a clock and a candelabra. Another group of fleeing elves are turned into doves. Shrek, Donkey, Puss in Boots reach the end of the room, jump onto the catwalk, and we cut to later. The potion is dried up. Fairy Godmother is shouting at the doves.
I don't care whose fault it is, just get this place cleaned up. And somebody bring me something deep fried and smothered in chocolate.
Prince Charming comes bursting through the doors behind her.
Mother!
Charming, sweetheart. Well, this isn't a good time, Pumpkin. Mama's working.
Whoa. What happened here?
The ogre. That's what.
What? Where is he, Mum?
Prince Charming pulls out his sword from its sheath and starts swinging it around.
I shall rend his head from his shoulders. I will smite him where he stands. He will rue the very day he stole my kingdom from me.
Bird poop lands on his shoulder.
Oh, put it away, Junior. You're still going to be king. We'll just have to come up with something smarter.
Jerome, who has turned into a dove, flies over carrying a clipboard.
Pardon, everything is accounted for, Fairy Godmother, except for 1 potion.
Fairy Godmother takes a long look at the clipboard.
What? Oh, I do believe we can make this work to our advantage.
We cut to a forest during the day. Shrek and Donkey and Puss in Boots are walking through a clearing. Shrek reads the label on the potion.
Happily ever after potion. Maximum strength for you and your true love. If one of you drinks this, you both will be fine. Happiness, comfort, and beauty divine.
You both will be fine.
I guess it means it'll affect Fiona too.
Shrek, boom, pops the cork from the bottle.
Hey, man, I don't feel right. I just don't feel right. My donkey senses are tingling all over. Why don't you just drop that jug o' voodoo and let's just get out of here?
It says beauty divine. How bad can it be?
Shrek sniffs the potion and sneezes onto a mushroom.
See, you're allergic to that stuff. You're gonna have a reaction, and if you think I'll be smearing a vapor rub all over your chest, think again.
Boss, just in case there's something wrong with the potion, allow me to take the first step. It would be an honor to lay my life on the line for you.
Oh, no, I don't think so. If there's gonna be any animal testing, I'm gonna do it. That's the best friend's job. Now, give me that bottle.
Donkey grabs the bottle with his mouth and chugs half of it down before Shrek snatches the bottle back.
How do you feel?
Well, I don't feel any different. I look any different?
You still look like an ass to me.
Maybe it doesn't work on donkeys. Well, here's to us, Fiona.
Shrek, you drink that, there's no going back.
I know.
But no more wallowing in the mud?
I know.
No more itchy butt crack?
I know.
But you love being an ogre.
I know. But I love Fiona more.
Shrek, no, wait.
Shrek drinks the rest of the potion. His belly starts rumbling. Donkey and Puss in Boots take cover behind a log. And... Shrek lets out a large fart and the two take cover.
Oh, gotta be. I think you grabbed the farty ever after potion.
Maybe it's a dud.
Or maybe Fiona and I were never meant to be.
Suddenly, thunder. A storm rolls in above them.
Uh-oh, what did I tell you? I think I feel something coming on. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
It starts to rain.
Oh, sweet sister, mother of mercy, I'm melting. I'm melting.
It's just the rain, Donkey.
Oh.
As they walk off, they don't notice that the mushroom Shrek sneezed on transformed into a rose. We cut to an abandoned barn. Shrek and company come across an abandoned barn in the forest. Shrek opens the gate and they head inside. Shrek looks out from the barn, solemnly staring at far, far away in the distance. He looks down to Donkey and then pats his head.
Shrek, don't worry. Things seem bad because it's dark and rainy, and Fiona's father hired a sleazy hitman to whack you.
Puss in Boots hisses at Donkey.
It'll be better in the morning. You'll see. The sun will come out. Tomorrow. Bet your bottom.
Bet my bottom?
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Donkey rears back and then falls to the floor unconscious.
Donkey, are you alright?
Hey, boss, let's shave him.
Donkey.
Shrek passes out and falls to the floor. Puss screeches. We cut to the far, far away palace. King Harold and Queen Lillian are sitting by a fireplace as Fiona walks in.
There you are. We missed you at dinner.
Oh, what is it, darling?
Dad, I've been thinking about what you said. I'm gonna set things right.
That's my girl.
It was a mistake to bring Shrek here. I'm gonna go out and find him, and then we're gonna go back to the swamp where we belong.
Fiona walks out of the room, grabs her suitcase, and King Harold and Queen Lillian give follow.
Fiona, please.
Let's not be rash, darling. You can't go anywhere right now.
Fiona pushes open the front doors of the palace and looks out at the rain, but before she can step forward, she passes out and falls to the floor.
Fiona!
Fiona!
King Harold and Queen Lillian run to Fiona, kneel over her, and we cut to the abandoned barn. Similarly, Puss in Boots runs over to Shrek and Donkey's unconscious body, and he lies down behind them, or besides them. We cut back to the abandoned barn, and a bright, sparkling purple light emits from the barn and then fades. We cut to the far, far away palace, Fiona's childhood farm. King Harold and Queen Lillian tend to Fiona, who they have tucked into bed. Queen Lillian walks off, and King Harold follows after lingering for a few moments. Exterior, far, far away palace, Fiona's childhood room. A similar purple light flashes in Fiona's room before fading. Back in the barn, eyes slowly open. Women can be heard whispering.
Look, look, look. I told you he was here. Look at him. Look at him.
Shh! Quiet!
Shrek groans. A woman laying down staring at him comes into focus.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
Shrek shouts, sits up. 3 women are sitting behind him, and one of them is holding Puss in Boots in her arms.
Good morning.
We love your kitty.
My head.
Here, I fetched you a pail of water.
Shrek looks down
Thanks.
at his hand and gasps, noticing that they're now human hands. He grabs the pail of water. He looks at his reflection. He is now a handsome human man. He gasps. He drops the pail on the floor, and he starts to feel his new body.
A cute button nose. Thick, wavy locks. Taut, round buttocks.
Jill and Maiden 1 latch onto Shrek.
Gorgeous.
I'll say.
I'm Jill. What's your name?
Shrek.
Shrek? Wow. Are you from Europe?
You're so tense.
I want to rub his shoulders.
I got it covered, thanks.
Maiden 2 joins in.
I don't have anything to rub.
Well, get in line.
Have you ladies seen my donkey?
Who are you calling donkey?
Donkey stands in the doorway. He is now a white stallion.
Donkey, you're
a stallion, baby. I can whinny. I can count.
Donkey starts to trot around outside.
Look at me, Shrek. I'm trotting. That's some quality potion. What's in that stuff?
Oh, don't take the potion, Mr. Boss. It's very bad.
Puss in Boots picks up the discarded potion bottle and reads the label.
Warning. Side effects may include burning, itching, oozing, weeping, not intended for heart patients or those with nervous disorders.
I'm trotting. I'm trotting in place. Yeah.
Shrek, Puss in Boots, Jill, and the maidens all stare at Donkey.
What?
Senor!
Puss in Boots reads the rest of the label.
To make the effects of this potion permanent, the drinker must obtain his true love's kiss by midnight.
Shrek grabs the potion to read it for himself.
Midnight. Why is it always midnight?
Oh, pick me. I'll be your true love.
I'll be your true love.
I'll be true enough.
Jill and the maidens start puckering their lips, and Shrek backs away.
Look, ladies, I already have a true love.
Oh, the women groan in disappointment.
Aww.
And take it from me, boss, you're going to have one satisfied princess.
And let's face it, you are a lot easier on the eyes. But inside, you're still the same old mean, salty,
Easy.
cantankerous, stinky,
All right then.
foul, angry ogre you always been.
And you're still the same annoying donkey.
Yeah.
Well, look out, princess. Here comes the new me.
Shrek's pants fall down to his ankles. It seems his clothes are too big for him now.
First things first, we're gonna need to get you out of those clothes.
The women gasp in excitement. And we cut to a forest in the morning. A carriage is traveling on a road through the forest. Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots are hidden further up the road.
Ready?
Ready.
The carriage hits a bump, and Donkey screams behind them. A passenger inside the carriage leans out his head.
Driver, stop.
The nobleman gets out to examine Donkey, who is writhing on the ground.
Oh God, help me please. My racing days are over. I'm blind. Tell them the truth. Will I ever play the violin again?
Oh, you poor creature. Is there anything I can do for you?
Well, I guess there is one thing.
Donkey drops the act. Puss in Boots jumps out from behind him, pointing his sword at the nobleman.
Take off the powdered wig and step away from your drawers.
Shrek puts on the nobleman's powdered wig and clothes, which are a little too small for him.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
After a moment of silence, the two burst out laughing. The nobleman's son peeks out from inside the carriage, grabs a look at the scene, and tries to hide back inside. Shrek grabs him, takes his clothes, leaving both the nobleman and his son stranded in their underwear, and Shrek saddles up on Donkey's back with Puss in Boots.
Thank you, gentlemen. Someday I will repay you. Unless, of course, I can't find you, or if I forget.
Donkey whinnies and rears back onto his hind legs, pushing Puss in Boots off. Donkey sprints off, leaving Puss in Boots, muttering angrily in Spanish.
I don't know how to speak Spanish.
I think you can just say the English version of the line.
Yeah,
hey, you piece of meat with legs. How dare you do this to me? Incredible.
Y tú, pedazo de carne con patas, ¿cómo te atreves a hacerme esto?
Thank you.
We cut to the kingdom of Far, Far Away during the day. Shrek and Puss in Boots are riding Donkey through the streets of Far, Far Away. Shrek looks uneasy as people in the streets stop and stare. He cautiously waves at an angry mob who, to his surprise, smile and wave back at him. Shrek admires the reflection of the new him and waves more confidently at three noblewomen. Donkey kicks into a faster pace towards the Far, Far Away palace. At the Far, Far Away palace, Donkey stops at the foot of the stairs leading up to the palace doors. Two guards stand by the stairs.
Halt! Halt?
Halt?
Oh, Princess Fiona, her husband, Sir Shrek, is here to see her.
Interior, Far, Far Away palace, Fiona's childhood room. Fiona gets out of bed and walks to the mirror to wash her face. As she takes the towel away from her face, she sees her reflection in the mirror. She's human again. She screams. Shrek hears her from the outside.
Fiona?
Shrek?
Interior, Far, Far Away palace. Shrek runs inside the palace to find Fiona. Fiona runs out of her room to do the same. The two almost cross paths, but miss each other. Interior, Far, Far Away palace. Fiona's childhood room. Shrek runs into her room and sees a cloaked figure hiding by the window.
Fiona?
The figure takes off the cloak, revealing the fairy godmother.
Hello, handsome.
Exterior, Far, Far Away palace. Fiona runs outside, down the stairs, not recognizing Donkey in his new form.
Shrek?
Princess!
Donkey?
Wow, that potion worked on you too, huh?
What potion?
Oh, it's kind of a long story, but see, Shrek and I took some magic potion, and well, now we're sexy.
Fiona leans over to see Puss in Boots sitting on Donkey's back.
Shrek?
For you, baby, I could be.
Yeah, you wish.
Donkey, where's Shrek?
He just went inside looking for you.
Interior, Far, Far Away palace. Fiona runs back inside.
Shrek?
Interior, back in Fiona's childhood room.
Fiona! Fiona!
Shrek runs for the door, but the fairy godmother uses her magic to close it. One of the magically animated pieces of furniture from earlier moves into his way.
You want to dance, pretty boy?
Shrek tries to run out to the balcony, but fairy godmother slams the door shut.
Are you going so soon? Don't you want to see your wife?
Fairy godmother gestures to the window and steps aside. Elsewhere in the palace, Fiona stops at the top of some stairs. She hears a voice come from a room to her right.
Fiona?
Fiona steps towards the voice and sees Prince Charming standing in a balcony. He's wearing noble clothes that somewhat resemble Shrek's usual outfit.
Shrek?
Aye, Fiona, it is me.
What happened to your voice?
The potion changed a lot of things, Fiona, but not the way I feel about you.
Just as Prince Charming takes Fiona's hand, King Harold and Queen Lillian enter.
Fiona?
Charming.
Do you think so? Dad, I was so hoping you would approve.
Who are you?
Mom, it's me, Shrek. I know you never get a second chance at first impressions, but, well, what do you think?
Prince Charming pulls Fiona closer, but she's still looking at him with suspicion. Neither King Harold nor Queen Lillian appear to approve. Prince Charming hugs Fiona, who hesitantly obliges him. And on the other side of the palace in Fiona's room, Shrek is shouting, but the glass window muffles his voice and no one can hear him.
Fiona! Fiona!
Back in Fiona's childhood room.
Fiona! Fiona!
Fiona! Oh, shoot. I don't think they can hear us, Pigeon.
Shrek stares out at Fiona and Prince Charming and sighs.
Don't you think you've already messed her life up enough?
I just wanted her to be happy.
And now she can be. Oh, sweetheart. She's finally found the prince of her dreams.
But look at me. Look what I've done for her.
It's time you stop living in a fairy tale, Shrek. She's a princess, and you're an ogre. That's something no amount of potion will ever change.
Shrek takes another look out the window and sees Fiona, Prince Charming, King Harold, and Queen Lillian head inside from the balcony.
But I love her.
If you really love her, you'll let her go.
Exterior, far, far away palace. Shrek exits, angrily barging down the stairs.
Shrek?
Senor?
Shrek storms past without looking at them.
Hey, what's going on? Where are you going?
Interior, far, far away palace. Prince Charming and Fiona walk down the hallway away from King Harold and Queen Lillian. Fiona looks back and gives King Harold a confused look before Prince Charming nudges her closer.
You wouldn't have had anything to do with this, would you, Harold?
King Harold looks down, guilty. As the kingdom far, far away, Shrek walks through the streets with his head bowed. Donkey and Puss in Boots follow. In the Poison Apple, Captain Hook is playing the piano and singing as Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots sit at the bar with their drinks. Doris sets a bottle of milk on the table.
There you go, boys.
Just leave the bottle, Doris.
Hey, why the long face?
It was all just a stupid mistake. I never should have rescued her from that tower in the first place.
Puss in Boots laps up the milk in his cup and then slams it down.
I hate Mondays. Incredible.
Good joke.
I can't believe you. Sorry. I can't believe you'd walk away from the best thing ever happened to you.
What choice do I have? She loves that pretty boy, Prince Charming.
Oh, come on. Is he really that good looking?
Are you kidding? He's gorgeous. He's got a face that looks like it was carved by angels.
Oh, he sounds dreamy.
You know, shockingly, this isn't making me feel any better. Look, guys, it's for the best. Mom and Dad approve, and Fiona gets the man she's always dreamed of. Everybody wins.
Behind them, King Harold enters wearing his cloak.
Except for you, Shrek. I don't get it, Shrek. You love Fiona.
Aye, and that's why I have to let her go.
Excuse me, is she here?
Shrek looks up to see King Harold, who's talking with Doris.
She's, in the back.
King Harold walks up to a door in the back and sees Fairy Godmother's men from before standing guard.
Oh, hello again.
He goes through the doors. Fairy Godmother and Prince Charming stand waiting inside the room.
Fairy Godmother! Charming.
You'd better have good reason for dragging us down here, Harold.
Well, I'm afraid Fiona isn't really warming up to Prince Charming.
FYI, not my fault.
Oh, no, of course it's not, dear.
I mean, how charming can I be when I have to pretend that I'm that dreadful ogre?
Oh, no, it's nobody's fault. Perhaps it's best if we just call the whole thing off, okay?
What?
I mean, you can't force someone to fall in love.
Oh, I beg to differ. I do it all the time.
Fairy Godmother pulls out a red vial and hands it to King Harold. Shrek is listening in from the window, outside and out of sight.
Have Fiona drink this, and she'll fall in love with the first man she kisses, which will be charming.
No.
What did you say?
I can't. I won't do it.
Oh, yes, you will. If you remember, I helped you with your happily ever after, and I can take it away just as easily.
Fairy Godmother sticks her wand in King Harold's face, and it begins to glow.
Is that what you want? Is it?
No.
Good boy. Now, we have to go. I need to do Charming's hair before the ball. He's hopeless. You know, he's all high in the front and he can never get to the back. You always need someone to do the back of your hair.
Oh, thank you, Mother.
Mother?
Prince Charming, King Harold, and Fairy Godmother look out the window to see Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots eavesdropping.
Mary, a talking horse.
The ogre?
Exterior, the Poison Apple, day. Outside the entrance, a pair of guards are interrogating the Headless Horseman. Shrek and Puss sprint past them, riding Donkey. Fairy Godmother comes flying past a moment later.
Stop them! Thieves! Bandits! Stop them!
Fairy Godmother tries to zap Shrek and company with magic as the guards start running after them. Far, far away palace. Evening. Fireworks go off in the evening sky. A red carpet is rolled out in front of the palace and festivities are set up. Crowds of people gather as the red carpet as celebrities walk by it.
Well, the abs are fab, and it's gluteus to the maximus here at tonight's Far, Far Away Royal Ball blowout. The coaches are lined up as the cream of the crop pours out of them like Miss Muffet's curded whey. Everyone who's anyone has turned out to honor Princess Fiona and Prince Shrek, and oh my, the outfits look gorgeous. Look, Hansel and Gretel.
Skip down the carpet hand in hand, tossing breadcrumbs along their path.
What the heck are the crumbs for? And right behind them, Tom Thumb and Thumbelina. Oh, aren't they adorable?
Teeny tiny Tom Thumb and Thumbelina are mistakenly swept up by a man sweeping up the crumbs.
Here comes Sleeping Beauty.
The carriage doors open and Sleeping Beauty falls onto the carpet, still sleeping.
Oh, tired old thing. Who's this? Who's this? Who is this?
Fairy Godmother's pink carriage descends.
Oh, it is the one, it is the only, it's the Fairy Godmother.
Fairy Godmother hovers her way across the red carpet.
Hello, far, far away. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
May all your endings be happy and, well, you know the rest.
Interior, the swamp, Shrek's home. Pinocchio, Gingy, the big bad wolf, the three little pigs, and the three blind mice are all using the magic mirror as a TV. They're watching footage of the event as it cuts to a commercial break.
We'll be right back with the Royal Far Far Away Ball after these messages.
I hate all these ball shows. They bore me to tears. Flip over to the Wheel of Torture.
I'm not flipping anywhere, sir, until I see Shrek and Fiona.
Whiz is on, you guys. Hey, mice, pass me a buffalo wing.
The mice start moving their canes around, unaware that the plate of chicken wings is right next to them.
No, to your left. Your left.
Chicken wing flies up and lands inside the rancid fishbowl.
Tonight on Nights.
Ah, now here's a good show.
Footage plays of Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots being chased by several patrols of knights.
We got a bright Bronco heading east into the forest requesting backup.
That's a great joke.
It's time for the men in steel to teach these madcap mammals their devil-may-mare attitudes just won't fly.
The chase ends in the streets of Far, Far Away. Two knights see Shrek, and three more point crossbows at him.
All right. Let me go.
Three knights are restraining Donkey.
Let me go. Why are you grabbing me? Ow, police brutality. Police brutality.
Come on.
I have to talk to Princess Fiona.
We warned you.
A knight runs up to Shrek and sprays pepper from a pepper shaker into his eyes.
Oh! Oh!
Will they get away with it, or did someone let the cat out of the bag?
You capitalist pig dogs!
Puss in Boots pounces on a knight who grabs him. 2 knights restrain Puss with an animal capture device, while one lifts a dime bag off of him. The knight sniffs it and shows the camera.
Catnip.
That's not mine.
The knights proceed to throw Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots into the back of a metal wagon.
Hold on. All right. Find Princess Fiona.
I'm a donkey.
The knights shut the doors of the van. Shrek yells through the bars of the door.
Shrek. I'm her husband, Shrek. Ah!
The show freeze frames on Shrek's face as the knight sprays him with a pepper shaker again.
KNIGHTS.
Rewind it.
The magic mirror rewinds the footage.
Shrek. I'm her husband, Shrek. Ah!
The playback stops. Everyone on the couch sits, with their mouths open in shock. Interior, far, far away palace. Night. King Harold pours teas into 2 cups on a tray. He reluctantly tips the contents of the love potion into one of the cups. Out of the cup comes magical dust in the shape of a heart, which then dissipates. King Harold pushes open a door, carrying the tray of tea, and sees Fiona staring out of a window.
Darling, I thought I might find you here. How about a nice hot cup of tea before the ball?
I'm not going.
But the whole kingdom's turned out to celebrate your marriage.
There's just one problem. That's not my husband. I mean, look at him.
Fiona gestures out of the window to Prince Charming, who is laying it up to the red carpet crowd.
Yeah, he is a bit different, but people change for the ones they love. You'd be surprised how much I changed for your mother.
King Harold sets the tray down on the windowsill.
Change? He's completely lost his mind.
Darling, why not come down to the hall and give him another chance? I mean, you might find you like this new Shrek.
That's the old one I fell in love with, Dad. I'd give anything to have him back.
Fiona reaches for one of the teacups, and King Harold quickly grabs it instead.
Darling, that's mine. Decaf. Otherwise, I'm up all night.
Fiona takes a sip from the other cup and smiles.
Thanks.
King Harold smiles back, but looks distressed. Interior, jail tower, night. A bridge from the mainland connects to an island occupied by a massive stone prison with a giant tower. Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots share a cell here. Chains dangle from the ceiling, which attach to their shackles, keeping them suspended above the floor.
I gotta get out of here. You can't lock us up like this. Let me go. Hey, what about my Miranda rights? You're supposed to say I have a right to remain silent. Nobody said I have the right to remain silent.
Donkey? You have, that's not Shrek.
You have the right to remain silent. What you lack is the capacity.
I must hold on before I too go completely mad.
Shrek? Donkey?
Staring down from above through a grate is Pinocchio, Gingy, Big Bad Wolf, the 3 Little Pigs, and the 3 Blind Mice.
Too late.
Genji, Pinocchio, get us out of here.
Dynamite sticks are rigged into the gate. One of the mice carries the match to light the fuse, but falls through the gate. The mouse lands with a thud. The 3 little pigs shake their heads and light the match themselves.
Fire in the hole!
The explosion, blows off the grate. Pinocchio, key in hand, jumps in. The pigs lower him down by his strings. Pinocchio tangles himself up in his strings after flipping and posing on the way down. Gingy groans and slides down the string.
Gingy?
We got Gingy?
Oh, you did not get me? Look out below. Did you?
Mike, tell a lie.
Too quiet.
It's a noise gate.
What should I say?
Anything, but quick.
Say something crazy like I'm wearing ladies' underwear.
I'm wearing ladies' underwear.
Well, they wait for Pinocchio's nose to grow, but nothing happens.
Are you?
I most certainly am not.
His nose does grow a little bit.
Looks like you most certainly are.
I am not.
His nose grows even further.
What kind?
It's a thong.
Gingy pulls at his pink thong and lets it snap back.
Ow! No, they're briefs.
Gingy takes the key, runs across Pinocchio's rapidly growing nose as it continues to grow with each additional lie.
You're not.
R2.
Not.
R2.
Gingy reaches Shrek and uses the key to free Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots.
Here we go. Hanging tight.
Wait. Ow. Hey, ow.
The three drop onto the floor of the cell. Shrek looks out the window, seeing the far, far away palace, and hears a muffled voice.
What? Puss.
He sees the mouse's tail sticking out from Puss in Boots' mouth.
Pardon me, but would you let me go?
Puss in Boots spits out the mouse.
Sorry, boss.
Quit messing around. We've got to stop that kiss.
I thought you was gonna go. I thought you was gonna let her go.
I was, but I can't let them do this to Fiona.
Boom! That's what I like to hear. Look who's finally coming around.
But it's impossible. We'll never get in. The castle is guarded and there's a moat and everything.
Well, folks, it looks like we're up Chocolate Creek without a popsicle stick.
Shrek stares thoughtfully at Gingy.
What?
You still know the Muffin Man?
Well, sure. He's down on Drury Lane. Why?
Because we're gonna need flour. Lots and lots of flour.
Exterior, Drury Lane, night. Shrek knocks on the front door of a bakery. The Muffin Man opens the door and happily greets Gingy, who is standing on Shrek's shoulder.
Gingy!
Fire up the ovens, Muffin Man. We've got a big order to fill.
An evil chuckle is heard from inside the bakery as lightning strikes in the sky.
It's alive!
Interior of the city of Far, Far Away. Night. At an outdoor restaurant, a couple drinks tea. Their cups begin to shake. In the city, palm trees fall down one after the other. Donkey tears through the streets with Puss, Pinocchio, Big Bad Wolf, the pigs, and the mice on his back.
Run as fast as you can.
Citizens of the kingdom scream as the feet of a giant gingerbread man stomp through the streets. Shrek and Gingy are riding on his shoulders.
Go, baby, go!
There is Mongo. Go to the castle.
Shrek points towards the far, far away palace. Mongo instead grabs a giant coffee mug on top of a Farbucks coffee building.
No. You great stupid pastry. Come on.
Customers are running out of the Farbucks building. Mongo tries to drink from the giant cup, but drops it after nothing comes out of it.
Mongo, down here. Look at the pony.
Mongo laughs and starts to follow Donkey.
That's right. Follow the pretty pony. Pretty pony wants to play at the castle.
Oh, pretty pony.
Exterior, far, far away palace, courtyard. King Harold walks with Fiona on his arm, giving her away to Prince Charming. An audience gathered on the ballroom floor cheers as Charming waves.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Princess Fiona and her new husband, Prince Shrek.
The crowd applauds. Queen Lillian claps along. Fiona has her hand on Prince Charming's arm as they walk down the steps, and Prince Charming continues to wave and blow kisses.
Shrek, what are you doing?
I'm just playing the part, Fiona.
Is that glitter on your lips?
Cherry flavored. Want a taste?
What is with you?
Fiona lets go and starts to walk back up the stairs.
But muffin cake.
Prince Charming shrugs at Fairy Godmother, who's across the room and by the stage. She goes over to the piano player, snapping her fingers.
C minor. Put it in C minor.
Fairy Godmother addresses the crowd and conjures herself. Ha! Flashy red dress.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to dedicate this song to Princess Fiona and Prince Shrek.
Spotlight shines on the two, and Fiona stops to look back.
Fiona, my princess, will you honor me with a dance?
Fiona looks hesitantly at Prince Charming and then back at Fairy Godmother. She begins to sing,
Hi,
holding
it's
out
Susan.
for a hero.
I believe we have the track to hit for this
It's
one.
going.
That's why I was pausing.
We're gonna keep going under it because this is a 4-minute track.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry, we're not gonna sit here for 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Nope.
no, it
Fairy
carries
Godmother-
on, it carries on.
Fairy Godmother continues to sing. Fiona looks uncomfortably at the crowd, who are all chanting, "Dance! Dance! Dance!" Prince Charming holds out his hand and Fiona eventually takes it. The two slowly dance on the ballroom floor.
Since when do you dance?
Fiona, my dearest, if there's one thing I know, it's that love is full of surprises.
Exterior, far, far away palace, outer walls. Shrek, Mongo, and Gingy approach the walls surrounding the palace. Around the palace is a deep moat, and the drawbridge over it has been pulled up. Guards rush around to the top of the walls as the captain of the guard shouts orders.
Alright, big fella. Let's crash this party.
Man the catapults! Ready! Fire!
The guard uses a catapult to launch a fireball right at Mongo's chest.
Brace yourselves!
Oh, pretty.
The fireball hits him in the chest. He steps back, nearly stomping on Donkey and the rest of the group.
The gumdrop.
The fireball hit him square in the gumdrop. Mongo watches the gumdrop fall to the ground.
Oh.
Still on fire, he lets out a Godzilla-esque roar, kicks the gumdrop back, and it lands right on top of the catapult, destroying it.
All right.
Faraway palace, courtyard. Prince Charming and Fiona continue to dance, though she's still uncomfortable. Watching on from the side, King Harold puts his face in his hands. Queen Lillian looks at him. Outer walls, Mongo draws closer to the gate, but the guards are shooting more fireballs at him.
Go, Mongo, go!
The guards pour hot, bubbling liquid into a set of machinery.
After you, Mongo.
Mongo starts to pull down the drawbridge.
That's it! Heave! Ho!
The guards pour a vat of giant liquid onto Mongo's head.
Watch out!
Crack.
Mongo rises back up, the foam having formed around his head like a wig.
Let's home!
Exterior, far, far away palace, courtyard. Fairy Godmother continues to sing. Prince Charming is tossing a rose around in his mouth. In the outer walls, Mongo is trying to pull down the drawbridge again.
Oh!
Shrek looks up to the guards pour more liquid onto Mongo. This time his arms snap off, still holding open the drawbridge, as the rest of Mongo falls back into the moat. Shrek grabs onto one of the arms and Gingy jumps back down onto Mongo. Did we get noise here?
Yeah.
Mongo's arms start to crack as the guards try to pull the drawbridge back up. Shrek climbs up and gets through. Back at the courtyard, Prince Charming spits out the rose and scoops Fiona into his arms and leans in for a kiss. Fiona grabs the rose and puts it in her mouth, stopping him, and they continue to dance. Meanwhile, at the palace, Shrek swings down the chain to the drawbridge, knocks over the 3 guards that were pulling on it, lowers the drawbridge for the rest of the group.
Come on.
The group cheers! Meanwhile, Gingy stands on Mongo's face as he sinks into the water.
Be good.
Gingy is scooped up by Puss in Boots' sword and into Pinocchio's arm. Shrek and Puss in Boots ride Donkey up the deserted red carpet and towards the front doors of the palace, when suddenly a group of armed guards block the doorway.
Donkey!
Donkey leaps up over the group of guards. The guards give chase. Puss in Boots jumps off of Donkey's back, and Shrek and Donkey halt.
Us.
Go, go, your lady needs you, go!
Shrek and Donkey race off as Puss in Boots turns to face towards the guard. He takes off his hat. He sheaths his sword.
Today I repay my debt.
Puss in Boots puts on his cute face. The guards stop and lift the visors from their helmets.
Aww.
On guard!
Puss in Boots leaps from guard to guard, battling them off with his sword. Back at the courtyard, Prince Charming once again leans Fiona down in his arms and tries to kiss her. This time, she doesn't resist. But just as they're about to kiss, Shrek and Donkey come bursting through the doors of the courtyard.
Stop!
The music comes screeching to a halt. Donkey hurries down the stairs. Shrek jumps off of his back.
Hey, you. Back away from my wife.
Shrek!
The crowd gasps. King Harold and Queen Lillian look on, surprised.
You couldn't just go back to your swamp and leave well enough alone.
Now!
The three little pigs launch one of themselves at Fairy Godmother using a blanket as a slingshot. Pig grabs onto Fairy Godmother's leg as she tries to shake him off. Shrek swings Pinocchio by his strings and throws him at Fairy Godmother.
Pinocchio, get the wand.
Wow!
Pinocchio misses Fairy Godmother and she shoots him with her wand, transforming him into a human boy.
I'm a real boy.
Fairy Godmother flings the pig on her leg through an open window. She raises her wand to zap Shrek, but Big Bad Wolf begins blowing her away with his breath. She drops the wand. Another pig grabs it and runs. She chases after him. Pig throws the wand to Donkey. Donkey throws it to Gingy as Fairy Godmother tries to grab it. Gingy throws it to the three blind mice who fail to catch it, but the wand bounces on the ground and activates.
I'm a real boy. Oh.
The magic hits Pinocchio and he turns back into a puppet.
Oh.
Shrek and Fairy Godmother both chase after the wand.
That's mine. That's mine.
Fairy Godmother grabs the wand, but Shrek swipes it out of her hands and into the air. Donkey races to catch the wand, but Puss in Boots climbs on top of his head and grabs it.
Pray for mercy from Puss.
And Donkey.
She's taken the potion. Kiss her now.
Prince Charming runs up to Fiona, grabs her shoulders, and kisses her.
No!
Shrek drops to his knees. King Harold and Queen Lillian look on with concern. Fairy Godmother smiles. Fiona looks at Prince Charming with surprise and then with affection. Charming puts his hand on Fiona's face. She holds his face with both hands.
Hi-ya!
And then butts Prince Charming and he drops to the floor. The crowd gasps and she runs up to Fiona. Or Shrek runs up to Fiona.
Fiona.
Shrek.
Harold, you were supposed to give her the potion.
Well, I guess I gave her the wrong tea.
Prince Charming grabs the wand from Puss in Boots and throws it to Fairy Godmother.
Mummy!
Mommy!
I told you.
Fairy Godmother flies up into the air, clutching onto the wand. Shrek and Fiona hold on to each other.
Ogres don't live happily ever after.
Fairy Godmother fires her wand at Shrek and Fiona. Shrek pushes Fiona out of the way to the ground. King Harold runs to them.
Harold!
Shrek!
No!
King Harold leaps in front of Shrek. His armor chestplate deflects the magic back to hit Fairy Godmother. She's knocked back but appears to be unscathed.
Whoa! Oh!
Fairy Godmother bursts into a shower of bubbles. Her glasses and wand drop to the ground. Fiona runs over to King Harold's now empty armor and clothes.
Oh, Dad.
She sobs. Shrek takes her in her arms. Queen Lillian runs over.
Is he?
Yup.
Ribbit. A ribbit is hurt inside the chest plate.
He croaked.
A frog crawls out of the chest plate.
Harold!
Dad.
I hoped you'd ever see me like this.
Hey, and he gave you a hard time.
Donkey.
No. He's right. I'm sorry to both of you. I only wanted what was best for Fiona. But I can see now. She already has it. Shrek, Fiona, will you accept an old frog apologies? And my blessings?
Harold.
I'm sorry, Lillian. I just wish I could be the man you deserve.
King Harold tries to leap away, but Queen Lillian catches him.
You're more that man today than you ever were. Warts and all.
King Harold. The clock chimes.
Boss, the happily ever after potion.
Midnight. Fiona, is this what you want? To be this way forever?
What?
Because if you kiss me now, we can stay like this.
You do that?
Yes.
Fiona looks back at King Harold and Queen Lillian and then back to Shrek.
I want what any princess wants. To live happily ever after.
Shrek leans in to kiss Fiona, but she gently stops him with her hand.
With the ogre I married.
Whatever happens, I must not cry. You cannot make me cry.
Puss in Boots quietly cries. The clock bells ring. Shrek and Fiona hold each other's hands as they are engulfed in a magical aura and float into the air. The same happens to Donkey as he starts to transform back into his old donkey self.
No. No.
He is lowered back to the ground, so are Shrek and Fiona, who are now both ogres and donkey size.
Hey, you still look like a noble steed to me.
Now where were we?
Oh, I remember.
Shrek leans Fiona over, and they kiss, and the crowd claps.
Loud.
Yay!
I wonder how much of that came through.
Hey now, you're
Don't
an
have the
all-star.
rights. Yeah, we don't have the rights. We don't have the rights. We don't have the rights. We don't have it. We can't.
I
have to do like 6 different songs now.
Accidentally in love in preparation for this.
Oh, that's right. It is Accidentally in Love.
No.
That's
That's at the start of the movie. This is the end of the movie. They play.
Song.
Yeah, they play "Living La Vida Loca."
Yeah,
sure.
the
Definitely
encore is
don't have
Living
the
La
rights
Vida
to that
Loca
one.
in this one.
Great.
Sure. Right.
Well, that's Shrek.
Everyone knows somebody.
Oh, of course.
Truly.
Shrek.
Of course.
Well, thank you everybody for watching our performance of Shrek 2. This has been a wonderful experience. We hope that you take some time to donate using the link in the chat or the Tiltify link to Advocates for Trans Equality. They do some amazing work. You're going to hear some calls to action from members of the team. We've got some great stuff coming up. Does anybody want to shout out what we've got next?
Yes, up next, I am forcing Marn to play golf. Everyone's favorite, everyone's favorite activity, and I promise that there's nothing weird with the golf game I'm making Marn play.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Nothing
There's
weird.
certainly
really
not a
not,
reason
folks.
that I'm making Marn do it.
Oops.
Great.
We're also like $600-ish away from 5,000. It would be sick as shit if we hit that tonight.
It would be
That
sick if
would
we
be
hit that tonight.
awesome.
It would be a goofy little prank if, aw shucks, if you made us
It would be
stream for
really
3 days,
funny.
but we only needed to do it for 2. What a goofy prank you could pull on us.
What
Absolutely.
that would be.
We would look like a couple real jabronis.
Yeah.
Also, do tune in tomorrow because we have some really, really great.
We do have good
vlogs
stuff tomorrow.
too.
We do have some
Yeah.
good things tomorrow.
But we
some
would look
bangers
like
tomorrow.
14 plus jabronis tomorrow, and God, can you imagine if we did a whole jabroni stream?
Yeah.
Make us do the jabroni stream.
Swamp on our
Like
face.
Javin?
Stretch goal.
My little jabroni. Anyway, cutting to be right back.
Oh.